Can you see that and hear that?
Live streaming on.
Yes, I see that. And you are live now. Julian, go.
Okay, here we go. Parallel lives. Maybe we knew each other in past lives. I was a horse and you a unicorn. This is why our cans in this world are like canters. We are maybe strutting in different directions. We are galloping across the horizon, as if the grass were grander on the other side. Maybe we were insects. I was an ant, and you a dragonfly. You hovered, then paused on a leaf. I scampered around you like a frantic puppy, nipping lightly, then backing off, until you peered at me with those googly eyes, searching for some reciprocation. Then you flew off. Maybe we were the tortoise and the hare. I, slow and steady, you, fast and frenzied. There was no race, only a blurred glimmer of my ancient face as you sped by. Then I was run over, and you were gone. Maybe we were the Sphinx. I was pointy-headed and looking up. You were regal and lounging serenely in London. I was burning in the sun. You were tanning after a run. And then the sandstorm hit us, and we were buried under and long forgotten. Maybe we would never ever meet again. In the next life, and the life after that life, and the life after that life. Maybe these fleeting moments are all we have. No pharaonic beginnings, fairy tale endings, or Aesopian also rants. Just these poems and our cans.
Searching for reciprocation. I'm always searching for reciprocation. And maybe we would never ever meet again in the next life and the life after that life. Maybe these fleeting moments are all we have in the next life and the life after that life. No fairy beginnings or fairy tale endings or Aesopian also rants. Just these bones and I
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Wow. The
great job done.
visuals, the music, everything was just perfect. And your voice, I mean, it was mesmerizing, I think.
Thank you.
Totally.
Really liked it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and it does take quite an effort to put it together.
Yeah.
There's the poetry, the music, and the visuals.
And they were perfectly matching. I mean, so
Yes.
beautifully matching. I mean,
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Julian, you got anything else for us today?
Is- Sure, if there's time.
Yeah, sure.
Are we going like 2 rounds like the last time, or just one round?
Well, yeah, okay, we can do 2 rounds, but it's late for you, so I need to, uh, give
No,
you.
it's okay. I'm still good for time. Yeah, I'll just pass on to the next one. Thank you. Thanks for
Okay.
your
All right.
feedback.
Thanks a lot. Excellent. Excellent. And I'm now going to call on Charu because she has been hugely inspired on the group with her all her poetry and everything.
I
And
just
then,
finished today. I'm done. It's over for the night.
yeah, that's right. But you can still read out the poem you wrote today, and
That's somewhere in my phone only. I have not bothered to write it anywhere, and I was realizing that I have lost all my earlier poems. Whatever it was, it's gone. It's finished, wiped out. So
uh,
the so I'm going to ask my father, if you have them, please send them back to me, mail them to me. So I might
right.
have something to tell my children later on, my grandchildren later. That way. But abhi to I have put it on the group. That's it. That's enough. I don't
Oh,
think it deserves more recognition or anything. I'm not for any competition or something like that.
oh, well,
Please
I
read
don't
it. Charu, we'd love to hear from you.
Let me just find it then. Tab tak you people continue
okay.
with something, then I'll read it out.
Right. So, I'm gonna ask Manisha to Manisha. Have you got a poem ready at
Uh,
hand? You can read out.
I I have the one that I posted for
Sure.
the
And we'd love to hear it.
Valentine Day. Yeah.
Why not? You know?
So
And then
actually,
then
it's
you, Sharon. Yeah. Go ahead, Manisha.
it's in Hindi. So, Julian, I'll try and give you a gist of it later,
Sense of
maybe
it.
for even Cyrus. But Cyrus mostly gets whatever I speak. So, the poem is titled Raz. आज रात ने घूंघट ओढ़ा है, चांद भी कुछ शर्माया है। रात ने अपने आंचल में ऐसा क्या राज छुपाया है। चोरी से और चुपके से, धीमे धीमे से कदमों से, ये कौन है जिसने पास आकर मेरे दिल पर हक जमाया है। कह दूं या चुप रहूं, शर्म से मैं रुक जाती हूँ। दुनिया की दीवार ये दिल पार नहीं कर पाया है। कुछ कहा नहीं, चुप रहकर ही बस नजर मिली थी दोनों की। कुछ कहे बिना ही हम दोनों बन गए हमदम हमसाया हैं। तुम अल्लाह के बाशिंदे हो, हम राम को पूजने वाले हैं। तुम ईद मनाते हो मिलकर, हम होली दिवाली वाले हैं। ये कैसी रेखा खींची है, इस दिल को चीर ही देती है। हमको क्या ये रब को भी मंदिर मस्जिद में बांट देती है। बस हुआ, इस दीवार को हम गिराएंगे, रेखा को हम मिटाएंगे। प्यार को अपने इस दुनिया से ऊंची उड़ान ले जाएंगे। अल्लाह से दुआ करना तुम और मुझे भी सिखा देना, फिर मेरे साथ मिलकर पूजा का दिया जला लेना। मेरे दिल के हर एक धड़कन ने आवाज तुम्हें लगाई है। तुम मेरे, मैं तुम्हारी हूँ, मेरे रोम रोम में समाया है। रात के घूंघट को हमने तारों से खूब सजाया है। ये राज भी अब कोई राज नहीं, चांद बादलों से निकल आया है।
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was
Very nice.
Very
amazing,
nice.
Manisha.
जिस प्रकार से आपने शब्दों को करे ना, घूंघट के ऊपर सितारे, and you know it was so nice to hear.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Okay. Because there are so few of us, who's joined us? Somebody has joined us. Is it?
Yeah, it's Ritika. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Ritika. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Ritika.
Okay, okay, great stuff. Charu,
Yes.
now?
Just a minute. Yeah, I think so. I always take time. मेरे ना Sukanya, can you just come and help?
Okay. While Charu gears up and asks for technical help from her children, I'm gonna read a love poem from Naomi Shibab-Nai's Tender Spot, this book, just as a filler before we go on to other stuff. Okay, and I wish this poem, and I was thinking in the morning today that on Valentine's Day, there can be nothing precious than actually a poem written for your Valentine. You know, flowers, cakes, chocolates. Okay, that you go and buy, but you can also buy a poem and present it to your Valentine. And I think there is nothing more romantic than that. And I wish somebody had presented me with this poem, or I could present this to somebody. And Charu, एक minute mute करोगे? Let me read out my poem and then I'll come back to you. Right? Okay, and it's called Hidden. If you place a fern under a stone, the next day it will be nearly invisible, as if the stone has swallowed it. If you tuck the name of a loved one under your tongue too long without speaking it, it becomes blood. Sigh. The little sucked in breath of air hiding everywhere beneath your words. No one sees the fuel that feeds you. Thank you. I thought that was awesome. You know, it is. I would have loved to get that poem as a Valentine gift, or present it to a wife as a Valentine gift. So really, I think we should start a service. You know, gift a poem. At a nominal charge, you know. we'll charge nominally. Charu,
Now that we are featured in the press, we can probably
yeah.
start that also so
Oh yes,
as a service.
why not?
Rajiv ji, actually, there is one Instagram, like a page or something. They do this kind of work. They do personalized poems for people at a minimal charge. So it's a kind of thing that actually works in the market.
Oh, all right, we
Wow.
shall think about it.
I
And,
recently heard that somebody mentioned this to me, that they had an event like a anniversary celebration, and of course it was online because of the COVID situation. So they hired a musician online who
Oh,
played music for them for an hour. He entertained them online, and all the other participants, I mean the guests, were also online. So it was a total online celebration.
a new
yeah, very
business,
good.
interesting, interesting new business. Charu,
Yes, just give me a minute. This is troublesome for me, actually. Honestly, I'm not so good with it. Come
technical,
on.
yeah. In today's world,
I want my screenshot.
Again?
Yes.
Why did you just close the screenshot? So many tabs open.
So many tabs open. Yes, yes, so many tabs open. Oof.
You have a screenshot. You got a screenshot. Was it a WhatsApp message?
No, it was WhatsApp. It's on
Then
my
why you
group.
say screenshot?
It's on my
Where
group.
is it? Listen, we
You,
have
you
thousands
only.
of WhatsApps.
You talk too much.
I don't.
Yeah, I got it. Can you hear me? Okay. So this is called चाहत. ना नाम ना वजूद ना रूप ना रंग बस है सिमटी हुई छुपती हुई फिर भी मस्त लहराती हुई अपने ही भीतर गुनगुनाती हुई अपना ही दायरा महकाती हुई ना नाम जानो ना तुम जानो ना कोई, पर फिर भी चाहत है। चुप खुश तुम्हारे नहीं, इशारे ढूंढती तुम्हारे, हो तुम खुश, बस यही खुशी है उसकी, और क्यों नहीं हो। चाहत ही तो है, बिना नाम बिना रंग बिना वजूद, सिर्फ चाहत। That's it. Thank you.
Very beautiful, Charu.
Thank you.
Very nice, Charu. That was lovely. Of course, we've read it, but hearing it from you has got a different feel.
That's so
Thank
like
you very
Charu,
much.
actually. It actually exudes Charu. Charu's personality.
Yeah.
इतना भी grand नहीं है.
Well, I think you are a good performer on poems. I've seen all sorts of people performing poems.
Okay, thank you.
And then what I've seen is there are a few people who have that charm, that
Okay.
enigma of presenting a poem which gets everybody's attention. Excellent, excellent.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, who would like to go next? Cyrus, we want to go next, or you want to keep it at the last?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Okay,
doing a poem today.
right.
And this one is also what I had posted for the
Yeah.
competition thing.
Yeah. Take it away.
This one's called Mask. I hope that you will understand I have no need to win her heart. I just have years of need to know, did she understand the part of me she saw so many years ago, one April night when time stood still? She looked into an emptiness that only you have filled. Embarrassed by old memories, I search for shreds of dignity, some token that says she had seen and recognized that it had
Bring my
been
screen back.
an
Hang on. Charu, you need to mute.
Yes, please. Help me.
आपने बंद कर दिया. Don't close it. Every time you close it, I'm just. Where is it now?
Jitsi.
Okay, you're on mute. Embarrassed by old memories, I search for shreds of dignity, some token that says she had seen and recognized that it had been an involuntary cry whose cause was some uncertain sense of loss, a momentary glimpse at pain behind a mask that would not slip again. And maybe when you hear this song someday, you'll come to understand this was no waywardness along my road, no loss of self-command, just purging of a fear to know what image I'd find in that cask. I want you to know this, my love. To you, I've never worn a mask. You know you are, have always been, will always be my woman first and last. My woman first and last.
Lovely, beautiful.
It was awesome.
Now that's a poem you should give to your loved one.
Definitely.
As a Valentine Day gift.
Definitely.
That's the poem.
Definitely.
Yes, Vijay Valentine. All right, excellent.
Is this going to come out in song form?
It is in song form already.
It is already
Okay.
in song.
It is. Okay.
You can hear the lyrics. So.
I thought we'd be hearing it today, but this is nice.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Thank you, Cyrus. Love
Thank
that.
you.
Okay, moving on. Dipali, you have something interesting?
Interesting, I'm not sure, but I do have a poem that I posted.
Yeah,
Uh,
anything will do. That's good.
so basically, I had written two poems. One was actually there are three poems basically. Not one was not posted for the competition. So I will start with one poem if the time permits. Then we can probably go for the second one.
Right.
So the title of the poem is पहली मुलाकात. हर किसी को वो पहली मुलाकात याद होती है ना, याद होती है ना उससे जुड़ी हर बात. वैसे तुमने उस दिन हरे रंग का दुपट्टा ओढ़ा था, बाल थोड़ा उलझे थे क्योंकि ऑफिस से सीधे आई थी, और आते ही बस ना मालूम कौन सी रफ्तार से बोलने लगी थी, जैसे मानो दुनिया बस अभी खत्म होने वाली हो. और मैं बस एक टुक तुमको देख रहा था. देखने में तुम एकदम शांत और बात करो तो एकदम तेज तर्रार. इस तीखे मीठे स्वाद का बस एक नशा सा हो गया उस दिन, जो आज तक नहीं उतरा. आपको भी तो वो अपनी पहली मुलाकात याद होगी ना. ये सोचते हुए जो हल्की सी मुस्कुराहट आपके चेहरे पर दस्तक दे रही है ना, उसे रोकिए मत, खुलकर मुस्कुराइए. वैसे ये सारा खेल उस मुलाकात से ही शुरू होता है. वो धर्मवीर भारती की गेसू के ख्वाब का ताना बाना मानो उसी दिन से बुनना शुरू हो जाता है. उस मुलाकात के बाद हम सोचते हैं कि हर दिन ऐसे ही मिलेंगे जैसे पहली बार, और हर शाम ऐसे ही गुजरेगी जैसे आखिरी हो. अरे मैं वो हॉलीवुड रोमकॉम 50 फर्स्ट डेट्स का रिप्ले नहीं कर रही. मैं प्यार में खोए हुए और हॉर्मोन्स के बुखार में सोए हुए उन दो जीवों की मनोस्थिति बता रही हूँ. खैर, जीवन कहाँ रहने देता है ना किसी खुमार में. अक्सर जिंदगी पानी का मग्गा फेंक ही लेती है मुंह पर, और हम निकल जाते हैं बाहर उस पहली मुलाकात की मधोशी से, और लग जाते हैं जिंदगी की रात दिन सेवा में, जिसमें मिलके भी मिलन नहीं होता और अलग होने पर कोई जुदाई का एहसास थोड़ा कम हो जाता है. पता नहीं इसे प्यार का मैच्योर होना कहते हैं, या फिर प्यार सिर्फ इतना ही था कि सफर का आखिरी पन्ना. मैं बस सिर्फ इतना जानती हूँ कि अगर ये किताब का आखिरी पन्ना भी है, तो फिर भी मेरी हर किताब का पहला पन्ना सिर्फ तुमसे पहली मुलाकात से ही शुरू करना चाहूंगी. थैंक यू.
Oh, lovely.
Very good.
Very real.
Very nice, Deepali.
बहुत
Very nice.
सुंदर.
We have Dipali's got a particular essence she writes her poems with.
Yes, always.
Very articulate, I must say.
Dipali, just translate it a little for what's his name?
Julian.
Julian, yeah.
Yes, I shall. So, Julian, basically, I'll just tell you the essence of the poem. I'm not good at translation the way we have. Chinmay has set a different standard for all of us for translations. So, I won't be able to meet that standard. But basically, the poem talks about that we all have a memory of first time when we have met that special person. You know, the way she was dressed, the way she was talking, everything like that's so clear in our head and minds every day. And when we meet that person, we feel, and that is the starting point of all that starts from there, which includes a change in your hormones, the way you look at somebody, and you feel, and you go you transit into a fairy tale, thinking that life is going to be always like this, that you will meet as if you're meeting for the first time, and you will spend your evenings as if it's going to be the last evening, right? But life doesn't keep you like that. It suddenly gets you into the reality, and you realize that you actually have to earn bread and butter. It's not only about those fairy tales, and at times it can also mean that you have matured in love. But even if it means that you have matured in love, or even if it means that it is the last chapter of your so-called lovely phase, for me, if I want to restart my chapter, I would only want to start it with you as being my first chapter of the next book also. That's it.
Very romantic.
Very romantic. I agree.
So I want to tell you what Google Translate did, the live transcription, what it said. Even if it is the last page of the book of my heart, still I would like to start the first page of every book only from the first meeting with him.
That's essentially, yes, it's absolutely right.
So it's pretty fast and pretty accurate then.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm surprised.
Wow. Who's another translator?
Yeah, we have a
Fantastic.
Google translator. What we have usually found is the Google translator is horrible at poetry. You know, I mean, there is a literal translation of a poem usually comes up short of of the sense of the poem. But hey, yeah, this one it got right on, spot on. So that's an interesting trick you have been using, Julian. You know, I think we can
The,
recommend it to
the
everybody.
earlier poem, some of it turns into poetry in my head anyway, even though the translation may be bad for you guys. It seems like
Yeah,
it's so well written in English for me. So the earlier poem that someone had read, is it Charu? Is it?
yeah. Charu had read that. Yeah.
Yes, I
So
had written
what
that.
what it captured was touch
What
this
it
wall,
was,
touch.
chahat is that desire. Chahat is
So
desire, deep desire for somebody, and you are not like you're not telling the person, you're keeping it within to your own self. You're not letting it show out, but
Correct. Charu, let us see, let us hear what Google
okay,
translated, and
yeah,
then we comment
let's
on
see.
it.
Yeah,
I only captured the last, I think the middle line. So it goes, touch this wall, we will fall. We will delete the line. You will take love so high from this world.
Yeah, it's sort of.
no, I think it's something different.
Okay, it's a new poem. Charu,
It's a
it's a
new
new poem.
poem.
Yeah,
We need to
interesting.
give Google honorary membership of DPC.
True, really true. I mean, Google is helping me write in Hindi, and actually, I can't write on paper. My hand shakes, so my writing has become very bad. I can't understand what I've written on paper. So Google helps me type it out. So I'm really,
Yeah,
in
but you can
awe
also,
of.
yeah, you can say it and then Google then types it out. So
Yeah, that can
that's pretty,
happen.
that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
That's okay. The transcript, as I say. Okay, all right, great. Thank you, Dipali. Excellent stuff. And let me go to Ritika. You have something for us today?
Yeah, I do have. I mean, the
Okay,
poem that I had posted on for the competition, so I'll recite
right,
that
right.
only, I think.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day, sans reds or frills. A frosty winter morning in the high hills. The cool breeze is piercing continuous chills, and I choose to laze alone on my snuggly couch inside my snow clad cottage. The world around me seems to have come to a sudden stoppage. My heart often feels as cold as my freezing hands, as though some grim spells have been cast by the distant icy lands. Not a sound to be heard, not a soul to be seen. Everything's white, there's no green. A gloomy silence and everything still makes me lose all my strength and will. An air of despondency freezes my brain, just like the snow weighs down the trees in the lane. I sense no hope, no joy, just the pain, as though all the happiness in the world got drenched in the last night's rain. Oh, how much I miss your touch and the enduring embrace, and the warmth of pure love on your face. Now that I'm all by myself and there's none to offer me solace, I have nowhere to go looking for my happy space. My joyful life has turned into an everlasting winter, grim and cold, a divine love story that turned into grief which came untold, leaving behind only memories to behold and a heart full of sorrow to hold. Knowing you're no longer here makes my heart ache. From my deep sleep, I wish not to wake. When I visualize you with my closed eyes, I wish you'd come back from the skies to bring me relief from the sting, to turn this gruesome winter into pleasant spring. Deep within, I know you've gone too far. Out of my reach, you've become a star. But even now, when the bells of the church ring, a flashback of happy memories they bring, the times when we held hands and walked together. Even the frigid nights felt cozier. We would whisper all night long, and life seemed like a melodious song. Pondering through these memories, all I wish for is a cup of hot coffee, while I snuggle in my cozy blanket, reading yet another beautiful love story. For I still believe in the power of love, and I know I shall surely meet you somewhere above. Yeah, that's all.
Mm.
Very nice.
Very nice. It's so such
Very
an
nice.
emotional poem.
Yes.
Very,
Yeah,
Very
very
nice. Beautiful,
emotional.
Ritika.
Soulful, soulful, Ritika. Beautiful.
Thank
very,
you.
very nice, very nice. Excellent. Chalo, thank you, Ritika, for this, and I'll read it on the website. It was pretty good. Okay, great stuff. Who do we have next? Jasbir. Jasbir, you wanna go next? With 6, 7, 8 people, it's easier to keep track here. With 15 people, it is difficult to figure out. Let's go, Jasbir. The girl with a halo.
Yeah. Okay, February 14. Pandemic like, this love features. Oh, sorry. Pandemic, like what Charu says now, my writing is even worse. Pandemic, like this love festival, is awaited with such fervor, celebrated with fanfare. Uh, uh, really, I don't know what I've written. Universal language of love. Tis the universal language of love since Eve. Walking, talking, sweet nothings, secret code of some things, gloom and doom, if the duo not in tune. Myriad emotions come cascading, painting the canvas beautifully with these heart missing beats, the dancing eyes, smiling lips tell their own story. Lyrics from the eyes adorn the heart with music. Props like cards, candies, chocolates, and cuddly bears. With that, they lay their hearts bare to share with each other the. I really don't know what the giggles deep down from the heart. Let's not diffuse the magic. Let's keep the cadence of the cult. What some term as silly, being such a silly, sure is such a sweet thing. Thank you. I mean, it was just silly.
Yeah, silly but interesting. You should actually put the whole poem and ask somebody else to read it so that they can catch all the stuff and then send it back to you so that you can then complete or fill in all the blanks.
It was very nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, I got a feeling she just wrote this 5 minutes ago. Thank you, Sri. Excellent, excellent stuff. As usual, lovely to have you and then listen to your poetry. Wonderful. Okay, who we have left? Gunika. Gunika, you are.
Okay, yeah, this is another one which I had, of course, posted. Just read it
Uh-huh.
out. It's called The Last Love. Will you love me when I'm old? Wrinkled feet, teeth of gold, unsteady hands to bring your tea, often forgetting to bring one for me. Will you love me when I rant? Try to remember, but I can't. Thin grey hair and unshapely limbs when I've reached past my sins. Would you love me when I ramble on of the past and all things gone, even where even when I care not much, when my food has turned to fudge, and even when my trembling arms can't work their magic and their charms. And in the end, when I will confine, when you know that it's a sign, will you come, sit, hold my hand, so I may caress your wedding band? And then, when I'm nearing my shrine, will you still be my Valentine? Thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Wow.
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 Wow, actually.
This is another bit saddish kind of a thing, but
Yeah, it is an overdose of love out here.
It
yeah.
just- it reminded me a little bit of the Beatles song When I'm 64.
Well, I was 64.
Okay.
Oh.
This is more like 94, but okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. Life expectation has improved since the 1960s. So,
Yes.
yeah, Cyrus, you should sing this song for us when I'm six,
Yes.
when I'm 94. Change the 64 to
Yeah.
94.
It's
Yeah.
also a reminder of that Hindi movie song, जब तुम होगे 60 साल के और मैं
मैं
होंगी
होंगी
55 की.
बचपन की. I know, yeah.
Okay, that
हाँ.
is 60 saal and 55 is young nowadays. I am
हाँ.
60 plus.
Nowadays,
Okay.
yes. Yes, 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 yes. Pardon, pardon.
Life starts at 60 now.
Yes.
Yes.
At least you get all the income tax rebates at 60. So I'm just discovering that. And you
When I
get,
turned 40, when I
uh,
turned 40, I used to say 40 is the new 20. Now I'm nearing 60, so I'm going to say 60 is the new 20.
keep at it. Keep at it. That's true. When I say 60, but you also get discount on a railway fare if you.
Wow.
All right. Let's quickly do seconds. Uh, Julian, you had a second poem for us. Is that, are you good for that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wrote this for the wife on the 25th. Flora Fonda, if I likened you to a tree, would you put me out of my misery? Can a pine with a spine be as divine? Can a birch on a beach be as rich? Can an oak invoke all the strength you evoke? If Shakespeare did not pick the rose to immortalize that line, would we give each other seeds instead on Valentine's? Seeds that require the right soil, sun, care, nutrients, and attention, not flowers that withered over time. Could seeds that grew these trees be the analogy of our entwining? Let me try to unravel the clouds and find a sliver of lining. We grew under each other's shade. We led each other when things got shady out into the light, stretching our canopy over cannot be's. Sometimes we needed to cut off the branches where the parasites lingered. Sometimes we needed to sacrifice our barks for sun bears to scratch. Bees buzzed and busied in our branches, making honey off of us. Ants angled for bits and pieces and carted off loot for their queensies. We provided succor where we could. We were pulled in many directions, but we always stood our ground while reaching for the stars. But those stars, sometimes they never came out, even when it was dark. Now we are beyond the flora and the fawning. Only it seems one of us is still falling. The buds no longer do our bidding. The leaves fall where they want to and no longer care to be eavesdroppings. In the end, who are we but the root of our own deceiving? Let us renew our nuptials in this our 25th, this old soul drowning in blue, your giving heart borrowed from God. Shed our foliage and disembark. Say fare thee well to the forest before the crack and rumble and the final tumble for you.
Lovely.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was lovely, boss.
And
That
I
was
like
very
Very,
the
very nice.
Very
wordplay.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank,
Amazing wordplay, Julian.
thank you.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. Wonderful. Uh, Achha, I just wanted to take a. It's a long time since we have taken a screenshot of our all the participants. So everybody, put on your camera, and I will try a screenshot and smile and look intelligent.
That's difficult.
I tell you,
Now
you
that's
won't
a toughie.
you,
Smile and
you
look
won't
intelligent.
yeah, you won't find better looking and more intelligent people than in a poetry club. Can you? I mean, it's it's not possible. Okay, hang on. Let me take a snapshot and then we will go. Right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Thanks a lot, guys. Uh,
Thank you.
Okay, we are on seconds now. And while you guys think about your second poem, there's another one I picked up from this book. It's not a love poem, but it's a very interesting small poem, and I loved it. Uh, okay, where's it gone? Hang on, I got 2 or 3 of them. Okay, here is one. Always bring a pencil. Always bring a pencil. There will not be a test. It does not have to be a number 2 pencil. But there will be certain things, the quiet flush of waves, the ripe scent of fish, the smooth ripple of the wind's second name, that prefer to be written about in pencil. It gives them more room to move around. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Huh? That's a nice way of putting things. I had enjoyed the small analogies.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, second rounds,
Very
people.
nice.
We have anybody?
Yep. I don't mind going ahead, Raju.
Yeah, take it away, Cyrus.
All right. So this is not one by me. This is a lyric by Helen Reddy, and it's from a song that she wrote many years ago called Angie Baby, and it's about love and lovers in a slightly different way. You live your life on the songs you hear on the rock and roll radio. And when a young girl doesn't have many friends, that's a real nice place to go. Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take you out of school. You're a little touched, you know, Angie baby. Lovers appear in your room each night and they whirl you across the floor. But they always seem to fade away every time your daddy taps on the door. Angie girl, are you all right? Tell that radio good night. All alone once more, Angie baby. Angie baby, you're a special lady, living in a world of make-believe. Well, maybe. Stopping at her house is a neighbor's boy with evil on his mind, because he's been peeping into Angie's room at night through her window blind. I see your folks have gone away. Would you dance with me today? I'll show you how to have a good time, Angie baby. When he walks in her room, he feels confused like he's walked into a play. And the music so loud, it spins him around like his soul has lost its way. And as she turns the volume down, he's getting smaller with the sound. It seems to pull him off the ground. Towards the radio he's bound, never to be found. The headlines read that a boy's disappeared and everyone thinks he's died, except for a girl with a secret lover who keeps her satisfied. It's so nice to be insane. No one asks you to explain that radio by your side. Angie baby. Angie baby, you're a
Super.
special lady, living in a world of make-believe. Well, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Very nice. Lovely.
It's awesome.
I was watching Cyrus's facial expressions were also going, along with the poem. It's very nice. I think you did a fabulous reading.
Thank you, Monica.
Very nice.
Excellent. Helen Reddy, huh?
Helen Reddy.
Interesting. Check her out. Is she a singer too?
She's an Australian singer. Yeah. This is one of the songs that she's very famous for. This is from the late 60s or early 70s, Rajiv.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wish we had more younger people with some latest songs out there.
We were just talking about age. I think we're all very young.
Younger people? Excuse me, Rajiv.
Okay, guys. Can anybody have the lyrics of one of those rap songs next?
We make our own rap,
Where is our rap singer? Yeah? We used to have a rap singer, Ashish. I'm gonna pull him in next time. Yeah.
Where have all the younger ones gone? I mean, everybody has disappeared.
Yeah, we need to pull
Today,
them
nobody
back.
is there.
Yeah, we need to pull
But
them
let
back.
me tell you, the younger ones give out much, their outlook is much older than we old ones. I swear. They're so full of passion and all of that. And I think we are more lighthearted than what they are. Like, I remember one song, Love, God is Love. Love it was that made us. I don't know if you all know it. Cyrus, I
No.
don't know. Love it was that made us. It was love that saved us. Love was God's plan when He made man. God's divine nature is love. Born of God's love, we must love Him. That's why He made us to love Him. But only when you love all men, you shall partake of God's love. Love is a wonderful thing. Joy in our hearts it'll bring. Where there is God, there is love. And where there is love, there is God. That's it.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice, Kitty. Chalo, last calls for seconds. Anybody else wants to take a stab?
I think Dipali has 2 poems, not only one. That's what she told us in the beginning.
Dipali, you want to go next?
Yeah, there's a poem that I had posted also, but I'm just slightly confused that there's one poem that's named as Proposal that I had posted also for the competition, and there's another poem which is Radha Rukmani, basically the relationship of Radha and Rukmani. I'm not sure which one I should read, but I can just go with Proposal because I think it's the competition poems that we should prefer. Okay. So the title of the poem is Proposal. कितनी कोशिश की ना कि 2 शब्द लिख पाऊं, जुड़ पाऊं अपने उस एहसास से जो कहीं खो सा गया है, पर ना मालूम क्यों अब महसूस किया लिख नहीं पाती और लिखा हुआ महसूस नहीं कर पाती। मुश्किल इसलिए भी है क्योंकि हमारी इस बही खाते की जिंदगी में कुछ देने से ज्यादा पाने की होड़ है। खुशियों से ज्यादा हंसी के मुखौटों का शोर है, जहां संवेदना आज भी चीखती है और झूठ बिन बोले जीत जाता है, जहां घर से ज्यादा मकान बनते हैं, जहां खुद के के लिए किए हुए वादों की जगह दुनिया की रस्में निभानी पड़ती हैं, जहां अब तुम्हारे लिए किसी का इमरोज हो जाना नामुमकिन सा ख्वाब लगता है। वहां आखिर कैसे जुड़ भी पाओगे तुम किसी भी एहसास से? ऊपर से देखो ना, इस डीपीसी के ग्रुप ने आज ही हमें इजहार मोहब्बत करने को कह दिया। अरे जो इजहार का मोहताज हो वह एहसास ही कैसा है। बस तुम एक बार देख लेना, मैं समझ जाऊंगी। कोई प्रपोजल नहीं चाहिए, बस तेरे साथ लाइफ का एक पर्पस मिल जाए, इतना ही काफी है। तुम्हें वैसे याद है ना कि कैसे वॉकमैन का एक सिरा मेरे कान पर लगाकर कहो ना प्यार है का गाना सुनाया था, और बिना एक शब्द बोले तुमने यूं ही मेरी आंखों से हाँ समझ लिया था। काफी साल बाद पता चला कि कमबख्त वही प्रपोजल था। चलो खैर, तुमने आज प्रपोजल के लिए बोल ही दिया है, तो मैंने भी सोचा कि क्यों ना मैं भी 4 लोगों को प्रपोज कर ही दूं। मैंने उन्हें कह दूं कि तुमसे मैं हूं, मुझसे तुम हो, और मेरा इश्क की वजह से ही तुम जगमगा उठते हो। लेकिन लग रहा है कि वैसे मुझे ये मुझसे तुम हो और तुमसे मैं हूं वाली बात कुछ समझ नहीं आती। मैं हूं और तुम हो, फिर भी प्यार है तो आगे बात करें। इसमें से सबसे पहले आते हैं मेरे अपने अब्बा, जिन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी के आखिरी दिन भी मुझे सबसे बड़ी सीख दी। जिंदगी को कल पर मत टालो, जिंदा हो तो हर लम्हे को जिंदा कर डालो। दूसरी है मेरी ये प्यारी सी नोटबुक, जिसमें कलम और सिहाई का रोमांस हर दिन एक नया जादू बिखेरता है। तीसरा है मेरी माँ के हाथ का खाना, जो लंच और डिनर की परिभाषाओं में नहीं, पर एक सरल अनूठे स्वाद में हम सबको बांधे रखता है। और हाँ, मेरा आखिर और सबसे अहम प्रपोजल है सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए। अरे मैं उस वॉकमैन वाले की बात नहीं कर रही। ये सलामे इश्क है मेरा खुद के लिए, जैसी मैं हूँ, और सबसे जरूरी जैसी मैं नहीं हूँ, उस जज्बे को सलाम। थैंक यू।
Awesome.
Whoa,
Awesome.
absolutely
Very
brilliant.
nice.
Lovely.
Very nice.
This is real love. This is real love.
Yeah, yeah. Beautifully
And
done.
Very
yeah,
nice, Dipali. In the face.
So good.
Take it or leave it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
thank you.
Wonderful.
And for Julian, I don't know if your Google Translate has translated this one. It hasn't. So I'll just give you a crux of the point. Basically, I wanted to write about proposal, but I initially started by writing that these days I'm not able to write because I'm not able to connect with my feelings. And anyways, it's very difficult to connect with feelings given that everything has become so fake and it's so materialistic. Nowadays it's very difficult to be very unconditionally with somebody, and how can you feel connected to your own self and then writing only comes when you feel connected to yourself. And then I've given a satire that, when I'm not feeling connected to my own self, the DPC has given this assignment of proposing somebody and writing something around Valentine's Day. And but I'll still make an attempt. And I remembered how at one of the times one of the persons had proposed me by just making me listen to a song that was very particular, very popular, romantic number of that time. And I wasn't knowing that this is how you propose somebody, and I got to know that that was the proposal. Actually, he just made me listen to a song, and and he had to assume that I'm saying yes. But after all these years, I would want to propose somebody, and I would take a courage. And people say that, when I love you, I will become like you. I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. For me, that definitions, that intermingleness does not exist. For me, I am myself, and you are you. If you and me can still be how we are as an individual, then let's talk the business of love. Otherwise, we can just leave it. So the first proposal goes to my father, who even on his last day gave me the lesson that you don't need to procrastinate living life. Live every moment if you want to be alive. The second is for the notebook. I think that goes for all of us. Now it's basically the pen and paper, the Google Sheets or whatever we call it, because we end up writing something on this, and that creates a mesmerizing feeling for all of us. The third is for my mother, who makes food, and we don't call it lunch and dinner, because for us it's just a taste, and her bond of love that she joins us all together. And the fourth one is if somebody will just think that it's for the person that I love and it's for my Valentine, but I in the last line I have written that it's not for that Valentine or for nobody else. It's just for myself, and most importantly for what I am not. So it's just for myself. Yeah, that's it.
Very nice.
Excellent stuff.
Loved
Excellent.
it, Dipali. Loved it.
So,
Okay.
I have a Hindi poem which I posted on the group also. I'll just read it out.
Yeah,
प्यार की
sure.
टकरार। आज फिर दरख्तों के तनों में दिल जड़े जाएंगे और प्रेमियों के नाम इतिहास के पन्नों पे लहराएंगे। लाल गुलाबों की कलियों से आज लोगों के घर महकेंगे। इनको बच्चे नंगे पांव लाल बत्तियों पे नन्हे बच्चे चहके इनको बेचने नंगे पांव लाल बत्तियों पे नन्हे बच्चे चहकेंगे। बाजारों में होगी हलचल, दुकानों पर सजेगा लाल रंग। हाथों में डाले हाथ नए प्रेमी घूमेंगे संग संग। खुशहाली का माहौल होगा, प्यार की बरसात भी। दिन खुशबू से भरा होगा, रात प्यार की सौगात सी। मगर समझ न पाऊं मैं वैलेंटाइन का ये दस्तूर कि एक दिन है प्यार का और बाकी दिन टकरार के क्या हुजूर। थैंक यू।
Nice, lovely.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So,
Wonderful.
for Julian, just give you a gist of this. That today being Valentine, people will engrave their hearts on tree trunks, and lovers will write their names, and small children will be selling red roses. The markets will be full of red color and fragrance all around and everything. So one thing that I can't understand is just one day for love, right? And the others for squabbles and fights. So that's the gist of the poem.
All right. Chalo. Anybody else?
Okay, I've actually found a poem. It's about actually not exactly Valentine's or that, but it's about the love for tea. So, am I allowed to share that?
Ma'am,
Yes.
there are no rules out here. The mic is
Okay.
yours.
Okay. Okay.
Enjoy.
So tea
let's
is your
see.
Valentine.
Yeah, actually, I am not a tea drinker also, but I wrote this poem, so I think kuch we can relate to it.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
it's called Chai या Coffee. ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। बिस्किट तो जैसे इसके प्यार में डूब जाने को भी तैयार है। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। बरसात के मौसम में आज समोसे के साथ तो कल पकौड़ों के साथ है। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। बिस्किट समोसे पकौड़ों को छोड़ो, इसके साथ जुड़े तो इंसानों के भी जज्बात हैं। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। कोई सुबह से शाम तक इसकी चाहत में बेकरार है, तो कोई इसके प्यार में पड़ोस की दुकान पर घंटों करता इंतजार है। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। अपनी लोकप्रियता पर इसे बड़ा गुमान है। चाय के चाहने वाले बेशुमार हैं। यूं ही नहीं ये चाय इतनी आशिक मिजाज है। मुझे चाय से नहीं कॉफ़ी से प्यार है। चाय के रोज़ नए अफसाने हैं, मुझे तो कॉफ़ी पे एतबार है। ये चाय बड़ी आशिक मिजाज है, जाने कितनों के लिए ये खास है। ये तो हुए मेरे, आप बताइए आपके क्या विचार हैं?
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Super,
बहुत
super.
अच्छा लिखा।
Yusika, that was
Absolutely.
such a delightful poem.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely,
It
lovely.
was, yes. And Gunika, remember your take on
Yes.
company.
Okay, yeah, it kept me awake all night. I hated it.
Yes. And I loved it. And I told her, good, you hate it.
And Angad's take on the whiskey then after that.
Actually, all kind of drinkers are there, drinkers.
Today I
Julian,
saw forward in sorry,
you had,
go ahead, Rajiv.
no, Julian had put up his hand. Julian, you want to share something? You're on mute.
I have another poem, yeah, if you want to hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
This one is not addressed to anyone in particular. It's addressed to my muse.
Yeah.
Very good.
You don't have to hide behind anything. It's okay.
It was when the lockdown had extended beyond 6 months a couple of years ago, and it was getting really a pain to me. So it's called Lockdown Letter to the Muse. Dear Muse, when I write you a socially distanced poem, I know the meters between us won't matter. My mask will be down, and I won't hide the words reaching out to try to bridge this aching divide. It will be one less measured rhyme between your tearing eyes and these cheerless times. And there will be no pressure on you then to divine the deeper meaning between the blank spaces and the line breaks. This forced isolation is like being inside our own guilty, gilded cages. We are like hermits, hermetically sealed in our hermitages. We are pixelated presences in password protected Zooms. We sit on our asses behind glass screens as if